what did you build Phantom Galaxies initially with in mind, and how has that changed since this evolution?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan of like narrative-driven games. That's always been world building and the narrative and stories. It kind of you might so a lot of people bring up like Mass Effect, right? It's like there's a kind of correlation between PG and Mass Effect. And one of the big games I liked though was like Uncharted on the PlayStation. And so
Yeah.
I'm really into those kind of games. It's like, all right, well, let's meld again transforming giant robots, but in that kind of action RPG or action adventure RPG kind of game. And that's what we're building with Phantom Galaxy. So we'd mapped out, we've got a massive amounts of lore that's already been written. We've got scripts for like kind of origin stories within the game. So Phantom Galaxies, yeah, it's like described as a space opera. So it really is a massive kind of world that spans from the start of the lore with humans leaving Earth to where we are now in Phantom Galaxies. And so there's a ton of stories there. And so like I said, we have origin stories written. So the characters you see now in Phantom Galaxies, in Harvard 001, we've actually got full bios for them, and we've actually written one whole script for a game for like Ina O'Rourke. So she's one of the one of the characters there. So again, it's like that's where it was started, and having lots of games in the franchise. And really, moving to Web3 hasn't it hasn't really affected that part of it. It allows us to really kind of just to even go deeper. So with just giving people ownership of their characters, you know what I mean. So now with the generative avatars and starfighters that we're going to be launching in a couple of months, is I'm no longer just a player, like the player that I've been set along, like so like in Phantom Galaxy it was Jordan, right? So I'm no longer just Jordan and I'm playing through. Now I'm myself. I can be thousands of different people. We have different players, and each player is their own. So I think being able to do that is something we couldn't do with the budgets that we had when we started making Phantom Galaxies, and so that's where we were looking at where can we expand it. One of your questions before was how's Blowfish grown. When we joined Animoca, we were like 26 people here in Sydney, Australia. We had and about 7 people around the world as well. Now we're like 85 people here in Australia, and we've got about 35 people spread around the world as well working on the game. So to hit the expanded kind of goals and vision that we have, we just needed a lot more people to be able to do that.